All right, good morning, everyone. So it is Monday morning, or Friday morning, January 30th, 2026. You can tell it's a Friday because I don't even know my days and I'm ready to be out of here. But yeah, starting a new little thing here. I'm going to do the Monday morning, or yeah, I should just restart the stream. We're going to do I'm going to do the morning video here live. I'm going to try and do it live here. And yeah, we're just trying new things with the channel right now. And clearly that's got my brain all messed up right now. But nonetheless here, markets, futures are down, but they are off the lows nicely. And the big news, obviously, this morning, Kevin Warsh appointed Fed chair. Market liked that. And we're acting, we're acting pretty well here. PPI came in hot. We got a little dip by into the ES level here, right around 59.50 area. We're just going to call it that, 52 or so. And right now, this 64 has been a magnet here. Those of you in the trading room know what I'm talking about. That's been an absolute magnet for a while. It's been a take profit target for us. And we actually got a reload on TQQQ this morning. Actually woke up a little early. And yeah, beautiful little test of 59.25. That's about the 6,900 handle on SPX, if you're not familiar. And that was a pretty easy... I actually got in a little later, but it was a TQQ, and we've just been reloading that over and over again. So very nice little pop there, and I'm pretty much just going to put my feet up today, and I think the market here may stabilize a little bit. I think today's kind of a day to buy dips for the most part, at least like on an intraday basis. And right now, we're just kind of looking to see how this market settles after the news. I think they could have announced Mickey Mouse as the Fed chair, and the market would have popped on it just because of the it's just hedges coming off, right? So you have this big move here, and now we're pulling back right now. We got to clear this area, and once we do that, structure improves. And honestly, I'm not going to call it, but you could see perhaps a little bit of trend here, down to, so if we just drop this measured move in, there we go, and we just copy it over. It could get up to, I think, let me do that again. I had the lower high previously. Yep. So if bulls can get something going, we could see, 70-20. It's certainly possible. I wouldn't rule it out. Or sorry, I'm doing this wrong here. Again, it's Friday, not Monday, and I want to get out of here. I want to get out of... But there we go. So there's your measure move to 70-20. That's it. All right, there you go. Right now... That's sort of level. Below that, I think bulls, you want to hold like at least 25 to, I'm going to make it 37 here, because that is that was that low pivot from earlier. So I think that's kind of your level that bulls need to hold. Right now, gold and silver coming back in pretty sharply here on that news. It looks like a sell the news. I do think gold and silver have topped. Yes, I said that. So right now, especially silver here, we talked about this scenario with a kind of, the topping tail there, and I said they'd probably sweep 120 and then drop it, and that's exactly what happened. I didn't play that, but I think that's what happened. And again, just to kind of go over here, I don't care what the new paradigm is. I don't care what the new monetary order. I don't care if we're trading Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Okay, I don't care if that's the new reserve currency. Data beats narrative every single time, right? So, and I know it looks a little wonky right here. It's because the market hasn't opened, and it's down like 15% off the high, literally 15% off the highs. But yeah, I told you guys 100 on SLV. The dealers just put their foot down there, and now we've got 90. And looking on to next week here, it's not good. Like it's, it's very, very, very bad here on SLV. So. Weakness here, I do think we've topped out for now in the precious metals space. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. Oil kind of, backing off to the inside bar low, and we'll see what that can do here. But yeah, interesting. If this continues up here with, copper, basically, and copper, coming back in after that ridiculous pump yesterday. A lot of volatility here. I don't think the market's going to like it. Right now, I'm still pretty, in the short term, I'm still quite bullish here, but I think this stuff will come to a head. I have my ideas, members know that when we're expecting that, but it's not now. And again, just to kind of go back to yesterday and today, like in a lot of bears in the comments, a lot of bears, on Finex too. You guys didn't do anything. Like you had a retest of support here. It was a 618. Semiconductors closed green, small caps closed green, equal weight closed green. We just retested the 618. That's all it did. So, I know where the dealers are positioned. I know where they're going, and I think we have a pretty good idea of when that could stop. But I don't think it's quite just yet. So we're still in kind of buy the dip regime as far as I'm concerned here. But outside of that, we can talk a little bit about earnings here. Again, I don't want to do this. I can't answer every question like we do in the normal streams here because there's limited time. And again, other like the other furus out there, I actually have to do work. This is usually my really working time. We take a lot of trades pre-market in the trading room if you're not familiar, if you're not in. But right now, we had a really monster week, and I'm probably going to put my feet up here and just ride TQQQ. We also have a nice position that's nicely in the money now in Microsoft. So that is rebounding nicely. Apple earnings kind of flattened out. I de-risked that before the close, like 260. That's going to be it this week. That can go higher next week, though. But yeah, we'll see here. Exxon having, about expected reaction earnings. I know Darren Woods was on CNBC. Yeah, it's down a little bit. I did finally take profit on that. Long-term capital gains, that's fun. Chevron flat to lower too. Yeah, XLE, XLE is, I think Exxon's going to 200, right? It's going to 200 easily. But, I trimmed it. I've been holding a long time. It was a fat gain, and I can ride the rest of that all the way up. So, but yeah, I do agree. SNDK, below 625. Did they report? See where they're at. No pre-market here? Or do they? Okay, there it is. Oh, boom. Yeah, somebody asked me about this the other day, and I said, that looks bullish. I said, somebody in the trading room, I think. Hold on 1 second. Okay, maybe that's too much. Let's do 20. Yeah, dude, look at this blew. Holy crap, this blew everything out. Where was it before? 539? Yeah, this was a blowout. Wow, that can go to 700. 750. Dude, don't fight that. Don't fight that stock. Let's see next week. Don't fight this stock. Do not short this stock. That is really, really, really supportive. I know memory stocks look like they're stretched, but it's still strong here, unless that starts to change. How's Micron doing? That's catching a bit on it too. Oh, there's your 450. We talked about that level. What's the other one? SKZ or whatever, or SK. What is it? You guys help me out. Dave, I don't agree with that. So this to me is not a hanging man. A hanging man is like you gap up after like a mega. That's a hanging man right there on the Qs. This is not a hanging man. Like for me, it's gotta be like after a mega rally and then a big up move and then a gap. That's key. This is just how I look at it. That's just a key like part of it. And I said yesterday, in the in the post-market video, we're gonna retrace this move. I knew we were gonna retrace some of this, but we have to fill out that tail. But I'm telling you, dude, dealers are not like they're moving risk up next week. This market should go higher. I think bears are still a little early, personally. Yeah, Dustin. You know what else? What was the other copper? The other signal. Chamath saying that copper is a new super cycle. Like was like 3 days ago. Like the king of exit liquidity. Yeah, that was a good one. I think didn't some bank raise their price target to 150 the other day on silver or something like that? Like, come on, man. I mean, not that it couldn't have gone there. It still might, but like, dude, you know, right now, where were they when it was at 35, you know? Yeah, Tim cooked. He definitely, dude, those earnings were ridiculous, but you know, I that's why I said, guys, I was like 260. I think they're gonna hold that, even if it pops, because that red delta there just that gave me a signal. I was like, let's de-risk it here, and you know, it was a good call. So we made some money there, and I thought maybe they would pull the old, oh, let's gap it up to 270 and then you know, IV crush them down to 260, but they just pinned it. So kind of boring there. Like did get a pop though. I mean, the earnings were really good, like really good. So yeah, James, I think next week. Yeah, next week. It's like what the hell? They just report, didn't they just report STX? Yeah, Seagate. Yeah, there's 450 on that too. And I think that was, well, I mean, it's definitely there now, but I think it was there before earnings that I saw that particular number. Oh, look at that. So it doesn't even have enough data. So we'll just go to all expiration. So this stock isn't traded as heavily. I mean, look at that. I mean, there's tails up here at 500. So, but all right. Yeah, so about 9 o'clock here. I just want to keep this to like, you know, 10, 15 minutes. You know, I don't want to go too crazy here. Market is opening shortly. But yeah, we'll see what we get for bulls right now. If you clear this and make a higher high, I think they're good. And it could even trend up to 70.20, but I think we'll be in kind of a range right now today. I don't think we're going to really rip higher. But where's this? Yeah, so 70, we got to clear like this high here, and then I think the lowest you want to hold is like that, obviously, the 6,900 handle. So, but yeah, anyway, yeah, we'll wrap up here. Again, don't forget to come out, find the, yeah, the new channel for the post-market video. That will be at 4 o'clock as usual. So anyways, you guys take care, have a good morning, and I will see you guys all in the trading room if you're there. If not, go join. We're not going to do much today, but it's been an awesome week here, and we're continuing to keep it rolling. So you guys take care, have a good one, and we'll see you guys all later.